And if you look at the expenses, all these necessities, are they important? Yes, they are important. Side, And we talk about managing the reason why you must spend that money. You can justify it. But look at this person now that is earning 500,000. Imagine what will happen if you should lose his or her job. Next slide, please. So what do we need to do? The title is creating a budget. And the first thing we are looking at is how to track our expenses. So the last slide shows how we are spending our money. So even if you enter bus from A to B, you write it down. Transportation, this is how much I spent. If you give somebody 100 naira, write it down. Put it under gift. If you buy a recharge card for making call, 500 naira, 200 naira, write it down. At the end of the month, cumulate how much you are spending on recharge card. Can you go back, please? Ifetayo, let me see how much this person is spending on call credits, 10,000 naira. If you multiply it by 4, that's some people's salary. You need to justify it. Are those calls generating income for you? Or they are just, I love you call? Or I just call you to ask after how you are doing? Now, for internet, this person is 6,000. Are you using the 6,000 just for Instagram alone? If you are using it for Instagram, is it for a business? Or is it just to look at the type of clothes people are wearing? What's the purpose? So the slide after you talk about tracking, cutting your expenses. So you need to look at what you will start cutting. Next slide. So how can you cut back on your expenses? You need to identify the expenses to cut. Like I said earlier, you can justify the reason for spending that money. Very soon we will see the power of the mind. There is a place I talk about the mindset. Why you can justify, I need to spend this money. What will I do? Now, eliminate wastages, e.g. on energy, water. In Nigeria here, we switch on lights when we don't need it. The light in the bathroom is on. Nobody is there. Now we are using prepaid card now. You're like, how much am I spending? Abroad, you can't do that. If you go and stay with somebody abroad, if you have traveled abroad and you go and stay with people, you know that you can't just leave the lights on. After a month, they will start getting irritated with you. You greet them, good morning. You'll just be wondering, what did I do now? But in Nigeria here, we leave the lights on. Everybody will go out, light is on, fridge is on, everything, we just leave it on. Those are wastages. Transportation. Why did I put that? There are times you need to go to, let's say, 4 places that are on the same route. If it is possible, can you plan your journey such that you do it in one day? Not that if you go to one place Monday, you come back, you go to somewhere that is just near that place the next day. You go to somewhere that the third day. If it's possible, plan your journey. Because you buy some good gari and food stuff that you can eat. And you are not working, you are collecting the money from somebody who has already spent 496,000. And you are using 6,000 of that money he gave you just to buy data. That you are doing Instagram, you are not generating any money from it. It's not as if you are learning anything that will develop your skill. It's just for fun. Yes, you should have fun. But you have to be watchful. Call credits. Are you just calling for calling? Now it's even easier. You can just use a WhatsApp call. Do you know it's cheaper to use WhatsApp call than use your credit? Yeah. So use WhatsApp call. It's data, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper than the normal distance. Gifts. Hello? Want to say something? No, you can talk. What do you want to say? You called his name. Oh, okay. Oh, gifts. So gifts too. You know there are some of us, we love people so much that we can give out our eye. Do you know the last time we asked him for 5,000, he gave us just 2,000, now he's broke. The same people will say that. Do we need to give? Yes. But it needs to be monitored. We need to budget what we are giving. We need to budget it. Jesus said the poor will always be among us. We need to give to the poor. But we also need to budget our money. There are families that people give, you see the father, he just give everybody. Even at home, they'll be suffering. So we need to watch that as well. Selected food items. You can decide to choose the food you eat. If you say it's a 700 naira fish you want to be eating, can your money afford it? Can you maintain that lifestyle? Because Mr. A is doing it, can you do the same thing? Next slide, please. Okay, hold on. Make purchases from low-cost stores. Shegun talked about this last week. You can buy your things from stores that are cheaper. You know one of the things in this our environment, abroad, if they can save $10, $1, to them is, but in Nigeria, you just be like, how much am I saving? Just 100 naira. Cumulate that over a period of time. Purchase things at low-cost stores. Move to a cheaper accommodation. Can you afford the accommodation? If you lose your job right now, do you have enough money stored that you can afford the accommodation? Can you afford the cost of school that you are putting your children, yourself? I was telling somebody recently that University of Lagos, if you get admission in University of Lagos, it's not more than 80,000 naira. If you can afford Babcock, no problem. Sorry. Okay. I was trying to avoid this, but power from above. If you are, Unilag is 80,000 naira. Babcock is almost about 800,000. So do you know how much you have saved? And Unilag is a very good school. So if you know, for those of you that we are just going to write JAM, and parents that are here, let's choose school that you can afford and have enough money saved for the future. If you can afford all those private universities, yes, why not? Next slide, please. Now, I started by saying that we can justify why we should spend our money. All of us can justify it. If you write down your expenses now, and you say, just try the experiment after, try and cut, you find out that you find it difficult to cut. Because you can, maybe we will buy water, we will buy fuel for generator, we will buy fuel for car. I will call now. I need to check my mail on the internet and read. You can justify every reason why you have to do that. But like we have seen, that person is earning 500,000 naira, and his monthly expenses go to 496,000. Like I said, for people that are parents here, you need to have school fees and your rent, and put it on a monthly basis. If you leave it, if you are tracking your expenses, and you don't have the rent, you don't have school fees to it, you won't get a true picture of your finance. You won't get a true picture. So if you are tracking your expenses, do that. You'll be surprised that some of us, our monthly expenses go to about 800, 1 million in a month. So the power of the mind will tell you, I need to do this. Now I put need versus want. What is a need? Something that is required or essential or very important. So we all need food, we need water. We've put water in the jug. Take from the jug, pour it inside your cup. Because when you open one pure water, you want to finish it. That's wastage. Somebody say Jebu. Yeah, you know. There are times all of us have wants. We want to travel. Like now, I want to have a Prado, but I know I can't afford it now. So I will wait. Now, do you know that our needs can also become wants? How? For example, let's look at the clothing. If what I was telling somebody this morning that this t-shirt, I bought it for 1,000 naira. It was like, it's fine, Abby, but it's 1,000. I've told my wife that Mama Pikabu, I've been in trouble today. Want. I said our need can quickly become a want. For example, I'm using a RAV4 now, and honestly, I'm telling you, I don't like big cars, but I like Prado. That's a want now. I can't afford the Prado. So if I decide to save money and after saving money for years, I now carry everything and go and buy Prado, that has become a want. It's no more a need. So most of why we can't cut our bill most time, why cut our expenses, is because many of us have moved from need to that want lane. Yes, you need to clothe yourself. Pastor Iba bought a suit for 25,000. Should I buy? If his income can sustain it, why not? If my income cannot sustain it, why should I? You can still buy something cheaper and look good. I remember when ShopRite first came, there was a store, they sold T-shirts. I entered. Immediately I entered, the first thing the girl said, for that day, I think I was wearing a slippers or palm slippers. The first thing the girl said is, we don't sell those type of T-shirts here. I was like, sorry, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean? That's very rude. You know? So I went around, I was checking, so I saw one that I liked. And I asked her, I said, how much? She said 25,000. I said, you know you are right. I just told you I bought this for 1,000. Do you know how many T-shirts I will buy with 25,000? Stay in your lane and work harder. Stay in your lane and work harder. Many things are mentality. Next slide, please. Bad debt versus good. You know, we are talking about budgets. There are some things that will affect the budget. Need versus want. Bad debt versus good debt. Some years back, I had the mentality it's not good to have debt. But it depends on what you are doing. Do you know that Dangote doesn't use his own money? Dangote doesn't use it. The richest man in Africa. He doesn't use his money. Banks, they give him money. All our own money that we save there. That's what he's using. I used to think that debt is bad. But there are good debts and there are bad debts. If you borrow money now because to buy shoe, which type of debt is that? That's a bad debt. But if you borrow money to do business, to make returns, and you have a spread payment that you can pay back, that's a good debt. So how does this affect budget?